So one thing about it, first of all, look at this lock. See that? Isn't she beautiful? But yeah, what I am talking about today, what this video is about, is the tool of choice. So this is like my favorite tool, okay? So I've had this tool, first of all, wait, look at these locks. Ooh. See that? But yeah, let me tell you something. When you are making, you know what I'm saying, locks, when you're making the locks, I don't know if my voice is up enough. But yeah, when you're making the locks, make sure your tool stay turned towards you. Because let me tell you, once you start striking this and your tool is turned the other way, it's an unbelievable pain. Okay? It hurts. It hurts. It will stab you. You understand what I'm saying? Because once you get a rhythm and you start to go fast, I'm talking about, you can just feel it going against your thumb. You know what I mean? Once you start going fast with it and get that rhythm, you're good. You know what I mean? But if you got a small tool, now if you got a small tool, and I mean like a 0.5, a 0.4, you got to be very careful because, you know, you see how I'm doing it like this? You know what I mean? That tool is going to scrape across the thumb. And once it scrapes across your thumb, over time it turns, you know what I'm saying, bad. It turns into a cut, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like you're going over this mark like over and over and over, you know what I mean? So you don't want to go over it like that. So just make sure that you're mindful of how you're using the tool, you know what I'm saying? I hate to have my nails up here. Wait, let me drink some water. All right, and today we're drinking the Crochet. All right. Okay, so hold on, let me hit it one more time. Okay, so yeah, when you're using the tool, you know what I'm saying, and it's going, you know what I'm saying, this motion, you know, you want to be careful. And as I was saying before, what you can do is get you like some silicone sleeves, and they are like on Amazon and things like that. I sell them, but I sell them locally. It's not worth me mailing them out, if that makes sense, due to the weight, things like that. So yeah, over time those cuts add up, so you might want to protect yourself with a sleeve. Hold on. All right, so that's how I get that shine, you feel me? You rubbing it, and it makes a little shine. And then I'm up here telling you my secrets. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm telling you, when I'm with my tool, you know, it's like my paintbrush. It's like my paintbrush. Like I'm all over the place with it. I'm like getting in there, you know. And what I am creating is art. Like the hair is my canvas. Or if I'm doing someone's head, that is my canvas. You see what I'm saying? And this is my paintbrush, or my tool. I get to work on that bad boy. So make sure that it is, you know, nice. Soft spots. So it can be, see, after a while, this is going to be real floppy. You feel me? It's like you gotta have the movement to look natural. It has to be a natural movement. If it's not natural, then how is that gonna fly? Like, look at this. This looks natural. You see that? This is after 3 years. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. That's crazy. You gotta make it look natural. That's the most important thing to me when I'm making the locks. Like I want someone to say, oh, your hair looks good. How long you been growing them? You want them questions to be asked. That's how good the install gotta look. You understand what I'm saying? Like this tool, this is what I like to, what I'm saying, like to present as, like the ultimate, I don't know, like one of the most ultimate, wildest, satisfying commitments I ever made. You know what I mean? I don't get bored of this. You know what I'm saying? Now, some days get long if I get distracted, but that's the ADHD. That's nothing, you know what I mean? So, the distraction, as long as I don't get stuck on the distraction. If I got stuck on it, it'll be something. I'm not trying to make it like that's light, I'm talking about just to do this with my hands, like, I just love this, man. I just love this. Just love this tool. I started off with the rounded end tool, where it's just coming out. And then next minute I look, my vendor sent me some 0.4s, 0.5s. And I was like, oh, is that right? I start making smaller locks. First I'm making pencil size locks, as you see here. But this tool is better. You see what I'm saying? Because of this dip. And my finger rests right there. So if you see, this is how my finger looks from me making locks. Like it is a nice little incision right there. See that? That is, I've been making locks, what is that, since 2019. So, yeah, that mark is gonna be there for a while. So that's another thing you gotta think about when you're using the tool. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you really want to do that. You really want to decide, if you want to use this tool, and if you want to use it, how would you feel about using it long term, knowing what it can do? You know what I mean? But yeah, so look at that. I just like looking at them because see, it looks stiff now, but once I work it, it's gonna look awesome. Be back. Let me tell you, anybody can buy a machine and make locks. You understand what I'm saying? But to feel the lock, you understand what I'm saying? And to feel and hear the sound of the tool when you're making that lock, there's nothing more satisfying or fulfilling is that. And you know that your lock is going to look beautiful, it's going to look awesome, it's going to flow right. That machine is just taking away all the imagination and excitement. So no, I would never use the machine. That's the tool. The tool is where it's at. And I love this tool.